follow 13 things in life. 13 terms and conditions, 13 rules that I'm going to give you. Why 13? Because I don't want you to be in world number 14. I don't want to be in world number 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. I don't want you to be even on the current planet Earth. I don't want you to be in this planet, in this state. Our state of Earth is very bad. I mean, we are talking about global warming, we are talking about polar ice caps melting. We're talking about tsunamis, we're talking about world war. We don't want such a kind of world, right? So I don't want you to stay on such a world for long. I want you to build a really wonderful, mesmerized world for yourself and for the people living around. And how do you do? So I don't want you to be, yes, number 6, I have put it as a heaven, but that is going to be the first step to achieve from earth to number 6. A first step. Then from there we slowly move and make earth to number 5 world, then to number 4 world, then to number 3 world, then to number 2 world, and then finally we reach out and we make our earth the topmost world. The world of mesmerized beauty and happiness all around. The world of no corruption at all. The world of no cheating. The world of no crime, no rapes, no murder, no killing. The world of love for all and love for self. We want to build this topmost world. We, this upcoming generation, need such a topmost world. We believe in love for all. We believe in forgiveness. We want such a topmost world. So for that, step number 1 is Thursday, the fasting day. Step number 2, we are going to talk about 13 things to do. These are the 13 things that we are going to do into step number 2. Now what are these 13 things? In these 13 things, I have categorized these 13 things into 3 categories. If you can see broadly, the very first category is 8 pillars of humanity. The very first category is 8 pillars of humanity, right? Because if you want a better world than the current affair, current planet Earth, then definitely you need to follow the 8 pillars of humanity yourself. Don't think about the others. Don't think about the government. Don't think about any neighbor, any friend that he or she is doing that, so why should I not? Think about yourself. You need to change yourself. We need to change ourselves. When we change ourselves, then the world will automatically change. And believe me, in my 13-year project, everyone is going to connect with me. People around the globe are connecting with me in the 13-year project. Let us all together connect worldwide, globally in this 13-year project, and let us achieve the target of shifting our earth from number 7 to number 1. The topmost world. Let us achieve that target. How do we do? The very first category, 8 pillars of humanity, the 8 pillars of righteousness. The right thing to do in life, to identify what is right, what is wrong. The 8 pillars of humanity, that's the first category. I will categorize it subcategory wise and I'll explain you everything. Certainly, certain words will on its own talk about itself. The second category is addiction. And the third category is material world negativity. Now, what are these 3 categories that we are going to talk about? The first category, the 8 pillars of humanity. When I talk about 8 pillars of humanity, when I talk about human, that means I am expecting each one of us to be human, not animal. Animals fight. Animals do the killing. Animals keep on hunting. Animals keep on eating anything and anything, whatever they get to eat. We are not animals. We are humans. That's what makes us differ from animal. So to be human, you need to follow the 8 pillars of humanity right from today, right from now. If you are in for this 13-year project, what is the first pillar of humanity? The very first pillar of humanity is protection and comfort. God has given you brain, God has given you power, God has given you such a beautiful body. Your parents have brought you onto this earth to do something better for people around, to do something better for yourself. So protection and comfort means you have to be protective. Anything wrong going around you, you see, don't keep mum. Don't keep your mouth shut with any kind of fear. Please speak out. Protect the poor. Protect every soul. Give them the comfort of love. That is the first pillar of KM humanity. The second pillar of humanity is sacrifice and satisfaction. Now, what do you mean by sacrifice? Sacrifice means if I am a brother and I've got my siblings and my brother and I've got a burger with me to eat, and while I am about to eat that burger, immediately my younger brother comes in and says, I'm hungry. What will you do? Oh, you will definitely share that burger with your younger brother, I know that. But a poor man comes and tells you, or you see around a poor man who's looking at you with very pained and grieved eyes out of hunger. Will you share your burger with that poor guy? You need to do that. That is called sacrifice. You need to bring sacrifice within your life. Nothing matters. See, we've read so many ancient texts and ancient scriptures. Lord Jesus, He sacrificed so much. For whom? For all of you. For people around you. Lord Sri Ram, He sacrificed what? He sacrificed His entire kingdom just to fulfill 2 promises given by His stepmother to His father. He sacrificed everything. So many great saints, leaders, philosophers are there, today's world also, who are sacrificing their life for this world to become a better place for us, for the upcoming generation. So you need to have that sacrifice within you for anything and everything. Satisfaction, be satisfied with what you have. That's the second pillar of humanity. When I talk about the third pillar of humanity, that is selfless service and love for all. So when you're serving someone, when you're helping someone, it has to be selfless. No expectations out of it. Please do not expect anything out of your good deeds. You are lucky enough that you are getting an opportunity to perform that righteous action because there is someone in trouble. Had that someone not been in trouble, you wouldn't have got that opportunity. So you are thankful to that person whom you are helping. Not that the other way around. You have to be thankful to everyone to whom you help, from whom you take help. Be thankful to everyone. Give selfless service, love for all. The fourth pillar of humanity is non-violence and peace. When I talk about non-violence, means no killing. No killing of anything for our taste buds or for our ego satisfaction or for any grabbing of anybody's land or grabbing or trying to steal away someone's pride or something. You're not supposed to create violence. You have to be non-violent. Right? So non-violence and peace is what you need to accept in your life. Equality and decency, the fifth pillar of humanity. The word itself says, what is equality? What is decency? When I am saying equality, treat everyone equally. Be it a poor or a rich, be it a man or a woman. You have to treat everyone with respect, with honor. Then only you can expect some respect and honor for yourself. Correct? Decency. Decency has to be there in your words that you are speaking. Politeness has to be there in your word. Compassion should be coming out of your mouth like anything. Like a fruit juice, it should spell out of your mouth. So, equality and decency. Decency in your dressing sense as well. God has given this lovely body not to show this body to the world. Come on. If you are doing that, then what is the difference between an animal and a human being? That's why I'm saying that this 13-year project, whoever is in with me, they at least have to follow equality and decency. So decency in everything, decency in your speech, decency in your talk, decency in your food habits, decency in your dressing sense. Everywhere decency is required. We came down to number 5, the 5 pillars of humanity. Now we come to number 6. The words itself suggest what is it? Truthfulness and honesty. Be honest, be truthful. You get a wallet on a roadside of someone, please pick it up. Try to find the owner. Try to see what is there inside the wallet. Not for money, but try to find out the address of that person, some visiting card, some business card. You should try your level best to find out the owner of that wallet, no matter what. And after so much of troubles also, if you are not able to find the owner for 30 days, try it for that 30 days. I'll give you a 30-day time period. Okay, you can take it into consideration. But don't touch a single penny out of that wallet. 30 days also, if you're not able to find the owner, then what will you do? I'm just giving you an example. Then the money that is there in that wallet, do not use for self. Help poor and the needy with the money that is there in the wallet. That way, the fruits of that good action performed by you will somehow reach to the owner of that wallet. And it will come to you as well in life. The world will become a better place to live in. So that is where truthfulness and honesty comes in. The 7th pillar of humanity is compassion and humbleness. Be compassionate. Be humble in life. I mean, I'll take you one small story out of over here. I had once visited to a pilgrimage site. When I went to a pilgrimage site, I was there with my family and we entered into a small restaurant over there because we were quite hungry. It was evening time by around 6 o'clock or maybe around 7 p.m. in the evening, yes. So we stepped into the restaurant and there was only one table vacant where 4 to 5 people could sit. I with my family sat on that or took over that table, right? And then we ordered, my kids ordered the burger stuff and the fast food stuff, right? I ordered a nice meal in the evening, okay, that I wanted to have. And we started having our meal, a nice family time. We were halfway with the meal. That moment I saw an old man entering into that restaurant. He came down to our table, he looked at me, he looked at our table, and then he again turned back. He was having a stick in his right hand, and he again turned back and exited out of the restaurant. So I was just imagining and thinking that why did this old man enter the restaurant? He just came down up to our table and looked around and then went away. I thought maybe he must have just come down like that. But again after 5 minutes, that old man, same old man again came back. He was looking around. So that time I understood he was looking around for a place to sit. But the restaurant was full. So he came down to us and he asked me that moment that, son, how much time do you have? See the question. I mean, I shouldn't have waited for that question to come out of his mouth. But the only problem was that I did not understand what that old man was seeking before he uttered these words. The moment he said that how much time do we have, I understood he is looking for a place to sit, he must be hungry, he wanted to have his meal. I immediately got up from my place. We were halfway in the mid of the meal. I got up from my place, picking up my plate, and I said, Uncle, please take this chair. We will take a chair somewhere else or we will stand up. Please, you have to take this chair. Seeing me taking my plate in my hand, the half meal done, my wife, my kids, everyone got up immediately with their plate, with their water bottles, with their coffee and cold drink. They were trying to have it, but I refused. And I told them not to have cold drink. So they also got up from their seats and they said, yes, please, uncle, you take the seat. We will move to some other table or we will just look out for a space. And he was so glad, he was so happy. The happiness of his face, the happiness of his heart made our stomach full. I mean, that evening was so great in helping. So that is what is compassion. That is what is humbleness. You have to be humble. How did it matter? I mean, even if you would have had to leave that meal over there itself for that uncle, it was okay. I'm not going to die with that kind of sacrifice. right? Even if I have to die, I will. See the soldiers and the army who are staying far away from their family members. They die for people. For whom? For us. That's sacrifice. That is compassion. That is protection that they do. Right? That's the seventh pillar of humanity. And the eighth pillar, the final pillar of humanity, is self-care and self-love, which I already told you that you have to take care of yourself, you have to love yourself, and to love yourself, to take care of yourself. Step number 1 of the 13-year project is Thursday, the fasting day, the fasting meal day, the social media fasting, everything goes on Thursday, one day. Whatever time you get, do meditation, go around with your friend for a walk, nice talk. That should be one day in a week. Thursday, a weekday, okay, the middle of the day. So you remember the 13-year project, what you are going to do. So what we are going to do is that we have to follow first, along with step number 1, the 8 pillars of humanity. We need to follow these 8 pillars of humanity first of all, right from now, right from today. So the 13-year project. 13-year project. And why did I choose the number 13? I was very clear that I don't want you to be in any of the PS scales. I want you to be on really wonderful level, to see our world at the topmost world. The first step, Thursday, the fasting day, the social media fasting day, that is what you have to do. Then you need to follow the second step, the 8 pillars of humanity. We spoke about protection, comfort, sacrifice, satisfaction. The third pillar of humanity, selfless service and love for all. The fourth pillar of humanity, non-violence and peace. Fifth pillar, equality, decency. Sixth pillar, truthfulness, honesty. Seventh pillar, compassion and humbleness. And the eighth pillar, self-care and self-love. Right? That's step number 2. We need to bring these characteristics within ourselves. And we need to encourage people around us to have these 8 pillars of humanity within themselves. I call these 8 pillars of humanity as the 8 pillars of righteousness. The right actions to make the life better for ourselves and for people around us, for this world, for this universe. The step number 3 we are going to discuss on addiction. Now my dear friends, all those who are listening to me, we all know that this world, if it has got positive aspects, then it has got negative aspects as well. Now it is on to us, what kind of life are we aiming at for ourselves? What kind of life, what kind of body, what kind of character am I going to think for myself and for people around me? Where do I want to live? Do I want to live in the current earth, or do I want to drop this earth's condition to much lower state, like making it a hell on number 14? Or do I want to bring this earth right from the current state more on the top to the topmost world? What do I need to do? I need to think. So addiction is one aspect that each one of us have to come out of it. What are these addictions? The most important addictions. If you want to join my 13-year project, you will have to come out, you will have to stop what you are addicted to. If you are addicted to alcoholism, you know what is alcoholism. You know what is smoking. You know what is drugs addiction. Any of these addictions, you have to stop that immediately. If it is difficult for you to stop it immediately, seek a doctor's advice, seek a counselor's advice, seek a trained expert advice, go under proper medication and proper meditation, but you need to stop alcoholism, smoking and drugs. You need to start stopping that, and within a year, your target should be to eliminate it completely out of your life if you are already in it. But if you are not in it, then do not look at alcohol as an addiction, or smoking cigarettes, bidis, eating tobacco. That is also an addiction, right? Or taking drugs. I'm not talking about medicinal drugs, I'm talking about drugs, cocaine and all those drugs. You're not supposed to have that. Do not encourage that kind of crime in this world, because it is we, by having drugs, we are encouraging that crime. and we are encouraging criminals, and we are giving weapons in their hands to destroy this world. Do we want that to happen? No, we love our loved ones. So stay away from alcohol, stay away from cigarettes, stay away from tobacco, stay away from drugs. That will make your life hell. It will throw you down from earth to any of the 7 lower worlds. The lower 7 worlds are hell, hell, hell. Don't let yourself and your life become a hell because of alcohol, cigarette, tobacco or drugs addiction. And the second most is hands that shed innocent blood. You are not supposed to kill any innocent creature, any innocent life form in this world. When I say innocent, then humans come first. But more than humans, animals come first. You are not supposed to kill animals also. They are innocent. They cannot talk to us. We cannot understand their language. They cannot understand our language. We talk in sign languages with certain animals. But they also have a heart. They also have their life. They do have their family. They also look for feeding themselves and their family. So they are innocent. They are poor creatures. Think about so many alien creatures staying in this world with us. We should stay with them in harmony and peace and love each and every creature. So do not make your hands as hands that shed innocent blood. You need to stop that. You need to stop killing. You need to stop killing. God has given so many beautiful fruits, vegetables, vegetarian cereals all around for you to eat and consume. Why do we want to kill innocent life form? Will you kill a dog who's there in your house? You love your dog, you love your pet so much. Will you kill your cat who's there in your house? Then why do we kill other organisms? We should not. So these 2 addictions you need to stop. If you have to, be with me in my 13-year project and make your life successful. Believe me, any one of these you don't follow, your life is not going to be as successful, as peaceful, as happier, as merrier as the conditions of the topmost world. You will never be able to reach in the topmost world. You may reach or stay on earth or fall down, but you will not be able to go on the top world. You have to follow each of them with a pure heart. Your heart should be pure. Soul has to be pure form. So that is the second category, that is addiction, that you need to stop, stop, stop. Nothing else. The third category is the material world negativity. Now we all are staying in this world, right? So in this world, we say that this entire world is made up of matter. Everything. One single word that we term each and everything around us is with the word matter. I am matter, the watch I am wearing is matter, this pen is matter, the board is matter, the air around me is matter, the mobile phone or the cameras that are recording this video are matter, the light is matter, everything around us is matter. So we call this world as a material world, and within this material world, if positivity exists, then along with positivity, negativity also exists. Correct? So what are we supposed to do? These negativities are called as inbuilt feature of our program, of our brain. They are there within our body in today's life. What are these negativity traits? I can call them as. These negative traits, number 11 is greed, hatred, arrogance. The word itself suggests what is it. You should not have greed for anything. You should not have hatred develop in your heart for anyone. Be forgetful, be forgiving, forgive yourself and forgive others. Let go. Certain things are there in your life that you need to let go. Forget it. And you see, your life will become so nice. You will not have that stress in your brain at all. So, greed, hatred and arrogance, that is the 11th task that you need to eliminate from your characteristic trait. You need to eliminate that. Number 12 is anger, temptation and emotion. So when I'm talking about anger, when I'm talking about temptation mein lust is one of the most important temptation in everybody's life. And when I'm talking about emotion is attachment to this material world, attachment with your family, attachment with the money, attachment with the land, attachment with your possessions. That is what I'm talking about, right? So anger, temptation and emotion, these three traits are such traits which you cannot completely eliminate, because if you completely eliminate, you will become God. But at least you can try to be human, and to try to be human, what you need to do is you need to suppress anger, temptation, the lust and emotion within you. You need to control anger. You need to control temptation. You need to control your emotions. You need to stay detached from the material world. Now, what do you mean by staying detached from the material world? Do your task, do your studies, put in all the maximum efforts for your business, for your occupation, whatever you are doing. But at the end of the day, if you don't get success the way you were expecting or the way people are expecting, don't be depressed. Fine, you had put in your maximum efforts. That's all what God needs. That's all what humans can do. Do not get attached to anything. There will be another day that will come out. Again you will put in the efforts. There will be another day, next day. The days will keep on coming, and one day definitely you will succeed. But there are certain people, certain soul in this universe where they tried throughout their life, but success was nowhere close to them. Still, they are smiling on their face. They are laughing. They are living their life merrily and happily. They say, oh wow, doesn't matter whether I achieved success or not, but at least I am happy that I had made my efforts. I put my maximum efforts. That's all for me. So anger, temptation and emotions, you have to suppress, control. Lust, you have to control. You need to know what is it for. That is for sustenance of this life on earth, given a human character. But there you are supposed to control yourself. And to control, there are various ways. If you connect with me, you subscribe to my channel, stay tuned with me, you will definitely throughout your life learn how to control all these negative traits which are part and parcel of a human body. And the last 13th task that you need to do in the 13-year project. See, the 13-year project, I am giving you 13 tasks to do, with step number 1 as a rider, which will keep on reminding you that you have to do these 13 tasks. This is a reminder, this is a rider, this every week you have to do. So it will let you know that you are there in a 13-year project that you initiated yourself on day 1. You need to write down in your Google calendar or any calendar and mark that Thursday, that one day, or you can just write it down on my channel that Thursday so and so date, Mr. so and so starting and entering into 13-year project. You need to do that. So that will be a record in our books, in your books, that we are entering into a 13-year project. The 13th task is jealousy and distrust. You should not have jealousy. Jealousy for what? He is bigger than me, he's got a greater fame than me, he's got greater money, his bungalow is good, he's got a bigger car than me. What is all this nonsense? I mean, whether he is driving in Mercedes or BMW and you are driving in a very normal two-wheeler ride or a bicycle also, you're going to both ride on the same road. How does that matter? He or she is also going to reach their destiny, you are also going to reach your destiny. You're going to be traveling in open air. Be satisfied with what you have in life. Satisfaction will only give you the highest level of peace in your life. So these are your 13 tasks that you need to do, and I have given you 13 years for this project. Why? Because to follow all these 13 tasks, you'll have to push yourself hard. You need to have a strong willpower. One by one, you keep doing good things. Start removing the bad, negative traits out of your body and out of your surrounding. Start pushing in for really good tasks and good deeds, helping people around, and you will see the change will happen in your life. You will become successful. You will become happy. We will be able to shift our wonderful earth, and we will be able to take this to a top world. Tomorrow, you will be the one reaching out to the topmost world, and your space in the topmost world will be freezed by the Almighty at any given point of time. If you believe in God, if you don't, still you will be making and helping earth to make a better place to live in, earth to survive and make a better place. So why number 13? Because I have given you 14 worlds. You can do Google, you can do a lot of research, you will find out about these 14 realms as per the ancient text and scriptures. And out of these 14 worlds, the 13 things I have to eliminate. That is, starting from number 14 to number 2, I need not be in any of this world. I want to go to the topmost world. Like a parent tells a student that your aim should be to score 100 on 100, 100%, right? When you achieve 90 or 85 or 80, it's okay. But aim for high. You need to aim for topmost world. Want to reach to the topmost world? Want to be in such a world? Connect with me, subscribe to me, and start and enter in my 13-year project. Let's beat the number 13 with the 13 years dedication, a dedicated project starting in your life from today. I have asked you nothing. I have asked for no money from you. I am asking for nothing from you. I am expecting nothing from you, just to follow these 13 elements along with one rider. And I hope that at least each one of us can really do well and see how the life takes a U-turn and makes it heavenly. Hope I was clear and crystal clear to make this world a better place for all of us to live in, to innovate astounding, successful human beings out of you, from within you. It's there in your heart. You just need to rise up. And once you follow all this, once you eliminate the negative traits, you will see the change. Change, to see the change in the world, change yourself, and then see how the world becomes a beautiful, lovely place to live in. Thank you.